What's up, y'all? Kaz at Midnite Lights Gaming, and I am glad to be here with you today. I've been up to it in my push to 1,000 subs, so make sure to like and subscribe. If I ever make a single dime from any of these videos, half of what I make is going to go to charity, and it will be fully transparent. I'm going to upload everything. This is the Sifu Gold Guide for Erosion. I'm doing a goal guide for legit almost every goal in the game. Anyone that I think presents even a remote challenge, I'm going to do a guide for. And we've moved all the way through the first round of goals. We're almost done with the sanctuary. Then I'm going to go back and do the goals from the update, which include the time trials. And points and time trials tend to be where people struggle the most. But this one is Erosion. This is where we have to beat Yang without doing him any damage. So we can't hurt Yang, which means, you know, we have to parry. So this is going to be a goal guide because I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to, as we go through, I'm going to kind of describe what's happening, the strategies I'm using, to help you understand not just like that you have to parry all of his moves, but, you know, what to look out for, what moves to parry the most. But that is how you do this. You have to break his structure in phase 1 and then do a takedown, and then you have to break his structure in phase 2 and do a takedown, and that will that will kill him. Or, you know, that will be, you'll beat the game at that point. You won't go on to that third round like you did when you spared him. So here we are. We're headed up to Yang, and I'm gonna die a few times in this. I'm just gonna let you know that. I'm gonna let you know where the bar is. This is also on disciple difficulty, just so you know. But definitely get that staff from that Sean's disciple before this room. Remember that when it comes to breaking his structure and Yang, he'll back off for a while and wait for you to attack. And you can goad him with a taunt, but you really do want to kind of not let too much time go on. It's good because it can help you recover your structure, but he recovers his structure plenty fast. So you're going to have to get him to start swinging at you again. And in disciple difficulty, what's really good is that while his like proactive attacks aren't very predictable, his counters are. So if you attack him, he's going to come at you with, I think it's 2 different counters that you will get really good at parrying. And the other tip to know is that with that counter that he just did, you can deflect the last swing he makes at you. And here it comes right now. And that's going to do a ton of structure damage. That's really the ticket. That's the secret sauce, is getting him to attack you off a counter, so that what he does is that like sort of not chasing strikes, but, you know, sort of hurricane of strikes. That's the thing that's the easiest to deflect, and that's what I'm always looking out for. Other than that, I'm just trying to balance pressing L1 every time an attack's about to land, and if I recognize an attack, getting ready to do some avoids here and there, because avoids will really bring your structure damage down. But luckily, by having the staff, you're able to absorb a ton more structure damage, or, you know, his hits don't do as much structure damage, but there the combo was again. And this is a little bit of a marathon, but this phase 2 is quite a marathon for me, as you'll see. But who cares if you die? His structure doesn't recover a ton when you do, and whether you get this goal at 20 or 75 makes no difference, so long as you don't do any damage and beat him in phase 1 and phase 2. So get that. And the good thing too is because you're not doing any damage, your staff is going to last the whole time, which is great. Thanks, Sifu developers, for not letting these 2 gajillion kicks and punches aimed at us that we block with the staff actually test the durability of our staff. So that, I should have been able to deflect that last combo. See, yeah, he's got a few different counters, but that's the one we like. So boom, we're through phase 1. We only died once. I think I'm going to die a few times in phase 2. So as you know, at this point, he's got more combos. He's more proactive, and his counters don't offer you the same chance to deflect every time. So you really are kind of having, and he has a lot of overpowered attacks. And he comes at sweet spot. Him on master difficulty trying to do this would have been pretty tough. And I'm pretty sure you have to do this in Disciple or Master difficulty. I could be wrong. It could be any level. We'll be able to look at the end because I typically look at the goal after I get it. But, you know, being here at 21 feels pretty good. I have a lot of room to die. I'm really not doing a lot of structure damage to him at all. I think, yeah, I think this was the first time I tried to beat Yang without doing him any damage. So if I had to practice some more, you'd have seen a little bit more of a polished thing here. But let's give him the realness, right? Let's give him the unpolished, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect version of this. But here's the deal. He has so many different combos. You know, my advice to you in phase 2 is to start by, as best you can, the same as some other tips I've had, start by holding L1 when his combo starts. And then if you do recognize it, use the patterns to parry what you can. But know that he does have enough combos that start and end with overpowered moves that you do need to be careful, because he's just going to be doing a lot more damage to your structure. And where you can, include some avoids to keep your structure going down. He has no structure damage right now. So, you know, if I could go back, I would probably say, like, don't practice. That's what I'd say. If you don't want to spend this long and die this much, you need to practice. You need to be able to pick up on his combos. It had been a while since I played this game when I came back to this, but I'm starting to get it. So that attack, which is 3 sort of strong attacks, very strong attacks, you just want to avoid all 3 of those. Now, this is unfortunate because he definitely has a combo or 2 that you can deflect. I'm going to keep a lookout for what those are. 24. I give exactly 0 Fs. But let's see how I mean, I'm kind of status quo right now. I'm not doing enough structure damage to him to really make a difference. So I'm going to have to up my game somehow. I did a little better job deflecting those. That was a few deflects in a row. But see, what I'm not doing that I need to be doing is attacking him to like coax out his counters, because his counters are, and maybe that's what I'm going to do differently. His counters are typically what you can deflect, but I am deflecting a little bit better. Well, he's showing me the same combo over and over. But that's what you want to do with that one. I really would encourage you to avoid those 3. If you know a better way to deal with that, like 3 strong attacks. See, that's what we were waiting for. That's what we want. That's the attack that you can deflect. But yeah, I mean, basically, those first 3 minutes were me just getting used to Yang again. Because I'm starting to do a little bit better of a job now. I really should avoid something soon because my structure damage is getting pretty high. Oh, yes. Every time I see those rapid punches, I'm just like, I'm going to do a lot of structure damage to you, Yang. You're not going to know you're going to get spanked, baby. I don't know why all my jokes get sexual, you know. Well, I guess I do kind of, but good. I avoided those 3. We'll just leave all those comments back there. Yes, that's what we want to see. That's the combo we want to see. Still, this is a marathon. How long is this section going? I mean, this is like a 16-minute video. Phase 2 is like 10 of those minutes. I would say that if I play this right now, because I've been playing a lot more Sifu recently, this would probably take half the time. But the big difference here is that I've just kind of got a sense of his combos, and I'm doing a really good job of pairing what I can. And being able to pick up on some of his other combos. I really can't encourage, you know, when I first started playing Sifu, I was like, don't even bother with the practice arena. Like, just get your experience points, get your moves, like, practice out on the levels. But for boss, now that you can practice all these different fighters and you can practice against bosses, the practice arena is freaking sweet. I really encourage it for when you have something like this to do where it's all centered around a boss fight. Like, I'm trying to beat the game in master difficulty at 20 right now, and I'm 2 Yang, and practicing against him has made a huge difference. Oh. And fortunately, even in master difficulty, he does that a lot. That's like 2 mid and high punches followed up by a sweep, and I can pick up on it now maybe a little better than I could during this. Oh my god. Yo, I'm gonna take a nap, and I'll be with y'all in like a few minutes when I'm able to do this. But again, what I would do differently, other than practice, is I would be attacking him to coax out a very predictable counter attack that I'm pretty sure I can deflect. Basically doing what I did in phase 1 and phase 2. Because oh, wait, no. Of course I wouldn't do that. I can't attack. I can't do any damage. So I wouldn't be doing that differently. And I didn't do that in phase 1, excuse me. So yeah, you're just sitting back. Oh, you landed one of those. Come on, buddy, you got this. So I parried, see like how many of his, I didn't parry that. I parried one of those 3 strikes. I parried that one, didn't have 2 of 4 or 5. It really is just getting his timing. That was really good. That was a string of 3 solid parries, but look at my structure damage. The other thing to think about too is maybe your shrine upgrades that you get, the 1 or 2 shrine upgrades you get before you get to him, you really focus on keeping your structure. Is that like increasing how much structure damage you can take? Oh, yes, I just wish you did that every time. That was good. I parried a bunch of that. He's going to break my structure, though. And kill me. Good thing I have these magical coins. It's not called that. It's a talisman. Is that what it's called? All right. It's not going a lot faster, but it's looking pretty good. I wonder, maybe you can deflect the last one of those. Yeah, I should be deflecting a lot more of his, parryable attacks, or I should be parrying a lot more attacks of his combos, because he's both landing some and I'm just not parrying some. Like, his tempo is not that unpredictable. It's hard, but like a lot of these punches I should be picking up on. Ooh, all 3 of those landed. I'm gonna die. There it is. Not my most beautiful goal-getting ways. But hopefully you're learning a lot. What to do, what not to do. That's what a guide's all about. Two of 3 on that one. Avoided all 3. That's what you got to do. 1, 2. Oh, see, you got to deflect that. Got to deflect. That's the combo we deflect. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So there, we got him. It really, the only difference really for you would be practicing. Honestly, 5 minutes in a practice arena against a boss, and you'd be shocked at how much you're like, not even on a conscious level, you start picking up on timing. Like, it's just a weird thing where when you spend a lot of time with one of the bosses in the practice arena, it's not like I could sit there and slow things down enough to say, okay, it's a kick, that means a punch is next, and another punch. It's just like, it's rote. You just get used to the combo enough where you might not know, like the first punch or kick will come in, and that's all it takes, and you're like, your brain will do some of the work for you and pick up like, okay, X, Y, and Z are going to happen now. I know the timing of that. Even on master difficulty, I'm finding that to be the case. So I'm really grateful for you all watching this video. I'm grateful for you watching any of my videos. Do make sure to like and subscribe. I'm working hard to get to those 1,000 subs. Stuff in the comments that, you know, I'm always eager for, I think, is like, yeah, what tips do you have, particularly with Yang, to spare him maybe faster than I did? And I'm always really wanting to know which combos you can deflect or perfect parry. Because, you know, even all of the different YouTubers out there that are doing this, I don't think we've uncovered all, or maybe collectively we all have, but it's hard to determine exactly what you can deflect and what you can, and every now and then I'll see in another video someone has found another place to perfect parry a combo of a boss or a particular archetype of enemy. That's it. We did it. You can see it in the pause menu here. We're so close to being done. Erosion. We did it. Don't forget that staff. It makes a world of difference. Again, like and subscribe. Check out some more of my videos. And peace, y'all. I appreciate you.